Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Career Stories, the podcast dedicated to the job market, created through a collaboration between Bocconi Career Services and Radio Bocconi. I am Francesca Nava from Bocconi Career Services.
Hello everyone, my name is Eugenio Serafini and I'm here with Radio Bocconi to present you Career Stories, and I'm very happy to be here.
And together we'll embark on a journey to discover different professional roles through the words and experiences of our Bocconi alumni in senior manager positions. And today we're very pleased to have here Antonio Turco, Head of Financial Planning and Control at BNP Paribas Cardif. Welcome, Antonio. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you to all of you. I'm really happy to be here and I'm really honored. And so I'm ready to start with this interview, and thanks again for this invitation.
So we usually kick off speaking about job titles and the meaning behind job titles. So what does it mean to be Head of Financial Planning and Control?
We can start from the first word, which is head. So if you are at the head of a team, you need to lead this team before you have started to organize and structure the team based on your idea of what you are going to develop to plan with your job, with your activity. After that, you need also to encourage your team to share your knowledge, to feel which are the energy behind and inside the team for leading it in the best way as possible. Dealing with the second part of the job title, so planning and control, it's, in my opinion, it's a model you have to build in your company. And I think that this model has to start from the end, not from the beginning. So you have to start, in my opinion, from the most really important question of the top management of the company to be understood and to be clarified, for then making some steps behind in order to create your model for planning, and so for forecasting, for create a budget, for update your budget, and then to be prepared for controlling, so for closing, and so manage actuals on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis. So plan and control, in my opinion, means first of all measure, and for measuring something you have to be prepared, and you need to know what and how to measure. And so if you start from the end, from what you are going to try to search for, then it is easier making some steps behind to be prepared for planning and control.
Well, I am a student. I'm studying international management, so I'm very young and I'm looking outside of the university bubble in a way, and trying to ask myself what I want to do with my life and how I want to achieve those goals professionally. So I'm wondering, and I'm really curious to ask you, what were your first step just when you graduated from Bocconi and you stepped your foot outside of the university, and how you end up having and obtaining your current position at BNP?
Well, after my degree, I studied economics, so really quantitative topics, but I only knew that I love numbers. But I also knew that I didn't want to work behind a screen or only studying, but I would like to enjoy my work, my knowledge together with a company, understanding all the dynamics, understanding all the energy. So this word is really important for me. Inside and through the entire company. So I started with a pleasure much more than a motivation to work, because I think that if you are looking for your passion, then together with your talent, you can discover your way and also your professional career. So I started in planning and control without studying before in Bocconi this specific topic. And so I started working with numbers in an IT company, first of all. And then step by step, I also try to understand which could be my possibilities coherently with my capabilities and skills. So it was much more a continuous process of searching behind yourself, so behind myself, and with the environment. So I can't remember the precise steps because there were some events that happened and other that I looked for.
The typical phrase is that you never stop learning, and I think you're the perfect definition for it, because I mean you did something that was not part of your studies, but you learned on the job basically what you've done, certainly with Bocconi's foundation, that's for sure. So thank you so much for sharing this insight with me.
It's a pleasure for me. I remember I think a typical sentence of Charlie Brown. So a person much more important than me said that the knowledge is not to put in your mind something, but to create some empty spaces for understanding which are the topics you never think about, you never studied, and so creating doubts, creating curiosity, because the continuous learning is in reality a kind of cultural aspect of yourself, much more than a precise thing to structure or a simple plan of study.
Well, yeah, you know how they say, if you're the smartest guy in the room, then leave the room. So always continue learning.
Yes, totally agree with you.
Amazing, amazing. And really, what amazing career that you have achieved. And on this, I have a couple of questions out of curiosity for you. So the first one, I'm going with the first one. So when exactly did it click that that was your career path?
Well, first of all, when I passed the first difficulties, because when you have to face first closings or first hard questions for your top management, and you can't know before that you can get it and you can go on. So my first step was when I changed my first job, because I passed from this IT company to Citigroup, called my previous CFO, which who also passed from a company to another. And so I started to work in the banking industry, first of all, and this was a kind of confirmation that, okay, I can get it. Okay, I also I love to make this job. So yes, this could be my way. When I started working in Citigroup, then I understood that could be my preferred industry, but also role in this such area.
Okay, so you grew a passion for banking and you stayed in the end.
Yes. In that case, Citigroup had in those years a great challenge, because we talk about 2008, and then
tough year.
Yes, tough year, and also for this reason, it was really interesting, because when you work in planning and control, also period of crisis are really in some cases much more interesting than than positive financial periods, because all the company needs for your effort, for your way to face problems, and so in that cases your work is really much more appreciated than in easier periods. So there were really hard years, but really interesting.
Yeah, no pain, no gain, as they say. My second curiosity for you, Antonio, we spoke about difficulties and great efforts. I want to speak about success. Can you identify one or more key moments that contributed to your success?
Well, my first key moment is when I started working in my current group, BNP Paribas Cardif, because after passing from two banking institutions, I started in my current company as a senior analyst, and my boss said, "Well, perfect. I've read your CV. We make all the interviews. Then we have this 3 month of trial period just to test your knowledge and to test your capabilities." So this was really hard for me, because the company in that times was growing a lot, and so I tried to create my reputation, and at the beginning, without any track record, was really difficult. But after that 6 months, I started to have a small team of 2 people only. But I tried to work about a new task as the famous activity-based costing for allocating costs to a service company to specific products, which was really difficult. And after that, I passed the test, actually. And so I started to become a manager of the cost management, but without studying before precisely the famous activity-based costing. So trying to studying alone, trying to ask to my friends, and comparing with other companies how to do this work. So it was really tough for me in that moment. And the second one was when I started my new role as head of financial planning and control, because became the boss of some colleagues which were a pair in the organization. So someone thought about to get my position before of me, and so after hard work, giving help to them, trying to pass my approach, my mentality, then today I obtained their trust, and today we are working in a really good team. But it was not so easy, because when you start to work in this kind of position, coming from another company directly probably is easier than growing inside of the company. So the first one, when I started working in passing from senior analyst to manager, was really difficult for me, and the second one after the most important promotion.
So it's all about people in the end.
Yes, it's all about people and the behavior of the people, yes.
It's very nice that we were talking about not only people but also mentality and what brings you towards success. And I really liked how you described your mentality when you work. And I was wondering if I could ask if you can summarize in 3 words or 3 concepts, what is your mentality when you work?
Well, first of all, in my mentality, everything needs to be driven by logic. you need always to ask yourself and others why, and try to create a logic in everything. Then you also need to be curious, really curious, never be afraid of asking something, of changing something, of trying to search for something, and try new way, new undiscovered way, because that is the way of exploring also your life, not only your job life. So if there are a lot of other words, but I think that skills or competencies, you can learn them, but you have to start from your approach to the life, to the work, and to your mentality for trying your best way.
Well, skills-wise, because I think what we are trying to build in university are not only knowledge but also skills. What is the kind of skill you want to see in a young guy or women that want to break into your business, and which skills in particular you think it's most important in 10 years, 5 years?
Well, first of all, hard skills are really important, and the way to combine your skills is really important, because today we are living times of artificial intelligence, so you need to combine your skills in a different way, and also to manage. You need to be ready to manage artificial intelligence, and so going to the base of knowledge. So hard skills are really important. It's a kind of process of learning, and after that unlearning. In my opinion, you need to start from your hard skills, for then searching for your only view to explore new ways or new opportunities. Hard skills in planning and control are, first of all, the passion in numbers, some solid accounting rules, the precision. You need to be really much more precise, because we work every day on numbers and on reporting, so we create our trust day by day, but we can also lose our trust in one only hour. The first soft skill, which is really fundamental in our work, is the communication, because you need to communicate numbers, trends, and you need to create the story of a topic, a closing also, and so communicating is really, really important in our work.
So communication, quantitative knowledge. So I would say not only knowledge that matters, but also skills that matters. That's the Bocconi slogan, the first one. The second one, I just made it up, but maybe you can relate to this phrase.
Yes, today every aspect of our life is made of communication, and so also finance, planning and control is made of communication. So if you are not able to communicate, you are controlling, then you are not controlling. Even though you have a precise Excel or precise system developed in SAP or in Oracle, whatever you want, but if you never talk about this system, if you can't explain how it works, then you are not controlling.
Wow, Antonio, you shared so much and so many insightful thoughts. So I'm personally amazed, and we're all grateful for your contribution today. We're at final remarks, which means we're nearly at the end of the episode. So before saying goodbye, do you have any parting words or any final tip that you want to share with our students?
I think that the search for what you really like, for what you really feel pleasure in doing, together with your talent and with your capabilities, is really the key for being happy in your work, in your life, because the work is a really important part of our life. And if you spend much more of your time in doing something you don't like, or you don't like so much, the risk is to live not so a beautiful life. So first of all, I can suggest to start from your pleasure, to start from your passion, to start for what you can enjoy.
So do what you love and love what you do, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Antonio, for sharing. It's been a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you to you.
We're at the end of the episode, so thank you, Eugenio, and thanks to all of our listeners. Don't miss the next episode of Career Stories.
Thank you so much, and goodbye.